Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to RUNE II. I believe it's called Decapitation Edition now. So we're going to have a little bit of an intro here. I've done some research. I never really followed this closely, but this is a fascinating story that I think maybe because it's not AAA strictly, people might have missed out on. So RUNE II originally released, I think it released on Epic. And essentially, the day that it released, the studio, I think it's Human Head Studio. I don't know necessarily the names of the big players, but the studio that released it folded immediately on the day and said they weren't going to be supporting it or anything like that. It torpedoed the release of this game. It flopped horribly, and from what I understand, it was a pretty shit product, right? What has seemed to be happening on behind the scenes, and I'll just say a lot of alleged stuff, because there are ongoing lawsuits at the moment. Essentially, the allegation is that Bethesda / ZeniMax had an interest in this game. Apparently, I mean, the lawsuit alleges that it was going to interfere with Skyrim or challenge Skyrim. That's a pretty big claim. But regardless, they had some sort of vested interest. Apparently, like again, allegedly, the original developers of that studio were feeding access keys to Bethesda ZeniMax so they could see the game and see what was going on and challenge it, and ultimately they formed a very quick slapdash subsidiary development studio 2 weeks before the launch of RUNE II, and it seems it was all set up, allegedly, to torpedo this game's release. So it releases, the studio folds. Every person from that studio is immediately rehired into the new subsidiary over at Bethesda ZeniMax, so that's a bit suspect. And they refuse to give up the source code or anything like that to the original publisher of RUNE II. Just being difficult, basically. It's interesting because you hear a lot of stories about when publishers do the developer dirty, right? There's plenty of news about that, but you know, this is a bit the other way around. Albeit there's a third-party AAA publisher involved, causing trouble. So this is what's all alleged. So if you read through all the Steam... Oh, hang on, I've just clicked out of the window. That's why we've lost audio. It got picked up by, Ragnarok Game, the publisher, Studio 369. So they're doing a bit of an underdog return story. I'll click back in. A la, I guess, No Man's Sky. It's a little bit different, but, you know, the industry loves it when people come back from the ashes. So they've managed to get the rights back. They've put it into a new studio. They've rebuilt it and re-released it, and I think it's out tomorrow. I'm on a pre-release build, right? But even if you read the blurb, it's like, abandoned and sabotaged by the original developers, RUNE II was left in a state of disarray, raised from the ashes. So this all sort of stuff, right? It's got a very edgy, almost Duke Nukem-esque press release, you know, in this journey to open the ultimate can of whoop ass on Loki and all that sort of thing, right? So they're really going for the fuck them, you know, stick it to them, we're going to rebuild and give it a go. So you can't help but get behind the spirit. So I know that's a little bit of a preamble. I'll just get my recording software back up. But I thought it was probably worth covering. It's interesting. There's a good chance you don't know anything about it. Now, I don't know how different this is from the original RUNE II. I didn't play it, but the concept was it was a very long-form roguelike, and I love the idea of it. I just couldn't get my hands on it because of all the turbulent shit going on. But essentially, you play in the sort of the twilight time before Ragnarok, which is essentially the... from, you know, if you're a Viking, you go to Valhalla, you basically kill each other in battle every single day, and then you drink beer and you respawn the next day, and that's what you do in sort of heaven. And the whole reason to do that is to train you for Ragnarok, the end of the world. All the warriors spew forth from Valhalla, and they've been training for eternity. It's a really cool concept. So this is supposed to happen on the cusp of Ragnarok, and I believe you're some sort of hero trying to get all your gear and shit leveled up, and it's a very long-form roguelike. So you're supposed to play for hours, face Loki, die probably because you suck shit, start again, as opposed to a shorter bite. I think that's the idea, at least originally. I don't know what the new version looks like, but I hope it's retained that, because that seemed really cool to me. Anyway, that's all the preamble, that's all the intro. I think I've covered it off. Again, you know, I've only done some cursory research. Feel free to look into it yourself, but from what I understand, there's a whole bunch of lawsuits still ongoing. So there's nothing sort of concrete that I can report on. Not that I'm a reporter. So let's bloody go. So it looks like you can jump in with the boys. And, you know, I love Vikings and fucking axes and berserkers and that sort of stuff. So I'm keen as a bean to give this a bloody red hot go. Character. Bloody half nut square head. There we go. Right. Oh, you know I love character customization. I can be a lady. Oh, jeez. The lady looks alright. Bit ripped. What's this? Is this random? Is that a randomized character? Yes. Ooh. I see she's got the old half haircut going on. I might just be I want to be a Chad. Jesus Christ. I don't know about that. I mean, I love a good meme as much as the next bloke, but let's... Oh, that haircut though. That haircut sings to me. We might actually touch up the old hair colours. Right? Let's be a bloody... Oh, yeah. Look at this. You got 3 levels of... Oh, yeah. Silver Fox. Silver Fox. Let's go. Yeah. Yes! Maybe I'll just go silver hair. No, yeah, that's alright. That'll do. Alright, that's fine. He looks pretty bloody Chad to me. Alright. Easy. Hold W and spam. L2 block, dodge and lunge. Use of skills recommended. Learn to block, dodge and lunge. Use of skills recommended. Let's go normal. We'll go normal. Settings can be changed at any time, right? Are you sure? This is probably going to be a controller game, actually, because it's a third-person action, let's say, Dark Souls-ish combat, right? Third-person action adventure sort of thing. So I'm just going to plug the old controller in and we'll have to invert that. Yeah, so a little bit of preamble there at the beginning. But, I think it was necessary. Rafts are useful for sailing around. But nothing beats a Viking longship. We've got a whole bunch of new voice actors. Old bloody Yong Yee's voice acting in this apparently is a big bad.
Reigned for decades, but the trickster broke free from the shackles that restrained him.
Bit of a stutter there, that's alright.
To the 9 realms, and now the end of the world is upon us. Ragnarok.
Yes!
Midgard is torn by war, storms, and the wrath of fierce beasts. It was foretold Ragnarok would end with Loki's death. Nothing has happened as foretold.
Alright, okay.
Loki has sealed himself on the Vigrid plain to avoid his
This
fate.
cutscene is fucking struggle street.
Awaken,
It's
warrior.
stuttering a lot.
Rise up from the underworld and return to the mortal realm. Do what the gods cannot. End Ragnarok. Let nothing stand in your way.
Alright, okay. Except a frame rate. Stretch your legs. No, I've got the control plugged in now, game. Don't be like that.
Welcome,
Oh, here we go.
to a land more dead.
Yeah, okay, shush, mate. We'll get to it in just a moment. How do I get out of this menu? Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not.
Done alive.
Really? Is that how it's going to be? We're going to move the mouse with the... I have concerns. I have concerns. We're going back to mouse.
I am Heimdall, Watcher of the Gods and Guardian of the Bifrost.
Yeah, right, okay.
Your senses do not deceive you. You live again, though at great cost. Mortal, time is more precious than you know, so pay close attention to my directions.
Okay. Now, I'm running this on high. I think there's a higher setting, but this is rough.
Move around. Find your balance. Now, arm yourself with whatever weapon you might find in the vicinity.
All right, click. Okay, cool.
You
Fucking
ask how this is possible. Mortal, with the last of my power, I have plucked your soul from the depths of hell and bore you across the rainbow bridge to Midgard.
Oi, that's my head.
Though I have no right to ask, Nowhere else to turn. Would you help us, mortal? Would you take up the mantle of Fate's champion and bring an end to Loki's sacrilege?
Yeah, okay. I'll do it.
This island was once home to Wotankel's clan. Brave warriors, favored
Recipe.
by the gods. You must find a good spot to craft shelter.
Okay.
Somewhere we might discuss your fate.
Right.
A warm hearth is a necessary respite for even the hardiest warrior.
Worker's axe can destroy trees. Yeah, so there's like a whole bloody crafting sort of component. So this thing teaches me stuff. Grand hammer of wood. We got to get that. All right, look. The graphics look a bit rugged, right? We'll persevere for the moment with this current video, but I've got double wood axes. Nice. But given the fact that I'm getting a bit of stutter in the build worries me as well. The mouse sensitivity is so low. I'm not going to mess with it because, you know, at a certain point, the game's intent matters. The work axe can harvest trees and ore deposits in one hit. Open your inventory with I. So is this some sort of radial? Click and hold the work axe and equip it, or drag it to the radial menu for quick. Radial, we can use middle mouse. Okay, here we go. Consume the tree. Alright, yeah. I like this. I can hear like a campfire, but I don't see one. Use the wood axe to chop down trees. Okay, let's chop down more. So I will admit, I kind of am curious, and I'm going to give this game a fair go, given all that background. You know what I mean? I'm a sucker for the underdog story, for the comeback kid in the industry. You know, I love No Man's Sky. All right. Use the work axe to mine rocks. Okay, we've got to find some more rocks. Here we go. Uh-oh. But I mean, come on, we play janky indie games on this channel all the time, so. Alright, construct the forge by walking up to the unbuilt plot. Oh, whoops. I guess I did a build forge. Okay, this is cool.
Inside the structures you build, you might find the means to heal your wounds.
It's reminding me of Fade to Silence, another janky AA game that held a soft spot in my heart.
Each building serves different needs.
Where's the whetstone? I don't think that's a whetstone, that's a grinding wheel. Open the nearby chest by standing next to it and interacting with it. You mean this? You're safe inside buildings, your health will slowly replenish. You can, okay, yeah. Okay, can I just... I don't know if I want to carry that shit or if I want to put it in there. Take leather scraps from chest. There are no leather scraps in the chest. What are you doing to me, game? Come on. I'm trying so hard to love you. Oh, hang on. It's this chest over here. Alright, they drop behind. Jesus, come on. Come on, game. You're giving me a rough start. Alright, salvage your rusty sword. Press left click and right click to salvage an item. Oh, okay. Hold E to interact with the handle. Craft items. I like the text. Recipes consume their ingredients and may be required a nearby crafting station. Campfire can be used to cook more filling meals, right? Anvil required to craft weapons, yeah. Some items can be salvaged for raw materials. Left and right click together while hovering over. Okay. Hold E to craft. Wait, what do you want me to actually do? Craft a hammer. Yes, with my this. Yes. Yes. All right, gather materials to rebuild the structure. The work axe. Click and hold E. Rebuild the seer hut. Is that this? I need wood. Oh, maybe don't press Q. Hey? Alright, so we're gonna pull this up. Oh! Did I just kill myself with a tree? After dying, you will respawn. Oh, I've still got my gear. Killing myself like that. Alright, need some wood. Oh. Alright, alright.
Sturdy hut. Though you know not of your past, it is clear you have not forgotten your talents.
Oh, hello, sir.
This is as I had hoped. It is not by chance that I selected you.
Okay.
In life, you were a loyal Jarl who died not in battle, but of the plague. An unbefitting fate for a Thane such as yourself. You belong in Valhalla, not Hell's frozen underworld.
Okay.
Do not worry, mortal. In time, I will help you fill in the blanks of your past.
Okay.
But for now, we must focus on preparing you for the journey ahead. I, Heimdall, will be your guide. There is someone here that I want you to meet.
Alright.
Warrior reborn.
Hello.
I am Halfdan, seer of Waltenkeld. Or what's left of it. Thank you for rebuilding this sacred domicile. I sense you are charged with points of Asgardian energy.
Okay, yeah.
A gift from Heimdall. Perhaps you should look within.
Oops. Well, I was pressing F because I wanted to see what he had to say. Okay. Various activities like completing quests, reading lore, defeating enemies, gain experience. Yeah. You level up, granting attribute points. You spent in character detail screens. Very good. This is all pretty normal stuff. Each of these attributes influences several related secondary attributes. Yes. Some equipment may modify these. Yep. Leveling up also unlocks recipes.
You must allocate these points evenly to raise all the faculties equally.
Yes.
Or channel several points into one area to specialize.
Talk a bit faster,
It is
mate.
your choice.
Okay.
As you reach new levels of experience, you will be rewarded yet more points of Asgardian energy.
Do not forget to assign your attribute. Yep.
When
Yeah,
you
okay.
are satisfied with your statistical improvements,
Oh my
a
god.
seafaring vessel recently ran aground not far.
Yep. Okay, cool. So, open your characters tab in the inventory screen. Yeah. Character details. 10 attribute points to spend. Strength. Well, look at these tooltips, even the font. Okay, this is still rough as buggery. I don't know. If it's a fun game, I don't give a shit. It can be rough as it wants. Yeah, strength. More strength, please. Hang on. I want more strength. Dexterity. Are you even letting me spend my points? Making me put them in certain things. Investigate the ship. All right. Fuck. Let's go. All right. Combat. Include light attacks, heavy attacks, blocking, and dodging. Light attacks can be blocked or dodged. Initiating a block consumes stamina. All right. Blocking before you're about to be hit. Cause a parry. Yes. Dodging consumes stamina. Tell me about heavy attacks. Yes. Left control. Oh, that sounds a bit gross. A slower and consumes stamina. Heavy attacks break through blocks and parries. Can only be dodged. Okay, failing to dodge or block a heavy attack results in prolonged knockdown. Glow red when they're preparing. They glow red. Okay, very good. Critical hits do more damage and are indicated by a yellow sword icon. Critical hit chance can be increased. Yeah. And dexterity, right. Some attacks may break blocks, indicated with a red hammer. Some weapons and armor have status effects. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Great Loki is all!
Oh, okay. Oh no. Where's me fucking hammer? Hang on. Did I just drop my hammer? Fucking hell. Wait, do I have to hold it? I have to hold it down. Oh, fuck me. Alright, mate. Press tab to cycle locking onto targets. Lock onto him. Oh my goodness. The jank. The jank. Alright, look, bear with me. I'm gonna reboot and see if I can get it to detect my... No. I'm just gonna see if I can get it to detect my controller. Alright, we're back in. I've got a slightly different pointer by the look of it. Yeah, confirm. Oh no. This UI is fucking terrible. I have concerns. It breaks me heart, but you got to be honest as well. This is given a lot. There's a lot of red flags in here. All right. Well, we've got this. Yeah. What is this interface? This is untenable, right? You can't. I mean. What is going on there? What? Stop. No, that's it. All right, controller unplugged. The controller interface is fucking unbelievably bad in the UI, and yet the combat is sort of like needs to be controller. In between, I turned the graphics up a little bit, and it started to have some performance issues, and it didn't seem to increase at all the fidelity. This is. I don't know what's going on here. Alright, let's try this again. Tab. I'm pressing tab. So am I locked onto him now? Is that what's going on? Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, the tiny little red icon above his head. If I press tab, it disappears. What is going on there? Come on, guys. And you can't give me performance fucking staggers like then. Oh my god, the hitching.
Fallen under Loki's sway, slaves to his treacherous designs. Only in death do Loki's thralls prove useful. When their bodies fall, so too may useful items.
What the fuck happened then? He exploded?
To Halfdan and tell him what happened here.
Oh, what's going on here? Runes are powerful consumables. Restore a moderate amount of health. Activates your bloodlust. Different runes can be crafted at rune forges. Okay. Okay. Can I, how do I get my runes? I want the health rune. No, I want to eat my health rune. Oh, did I eat it? Okay. My health went up. Oh man, no. Prepare your defense as a horde of enemies approaches.
Thrall. I suspected as much. Some have not the will to resist Loki's enchantments.
This voice acting is too labored.
But
Like,
choose to serve the traitor anyway.
you know,
My advice.
fuck is going? Get away from me, statue, dickhead.
Let hell sort them out. I believe the men you encountered were but scouts. When they do not report back, more will follow. Indeed, I sense them approaching now. Warrior, prepare yourself. Defend this structure.
What's the point of locking on if my attack doesn't lock on? If structures are damaged or destroyed, they must be repaired. Right. Many villagers will respawn in the world after some time if they are killed. If the statue is destroyed, the horde event will fail. Successfully defending results in valuable rewards. Oh my goodness. I got a lizard. Well, there you go. I guess that makes it all worthwhile. Jesus, I do like the look of that bloke. I like that guy's axe. I've gone apeshit. Oh no, I think I'm gonna die here. What is that guy doing? He's flying! Oh my god. No, fuck me. Oh, come on, you fucking dog unit. I was lying on the okay, alright. Fuck. Team, we're gonna stop there. This game... This is not good. I'm all for cheerleading, right? I'm all for the backstory and the setup, but I don't know what is going on here. I'd be curious if this sort of... It's had a year, I guess. A year's not a long time to salvage a project, but if your whole argument is that this is the comeback, they torpedoed the previous project and all that sort of stuff, like, this, I feel, this weakens your argument, you know? I wonder if it'd be part of their court case, you know? They torpedoed the previous thing. Well, you know, maybe the whole project was doomed from the start. How much torpedoing could you really do towards the end of development to make it this bad? Like, I think this game fundamentally has issues. I'm sad because I like it. And I'm happy to persevere. If people watch this video and they enjoy it and it gets enough traffic and all that, we'll play some more. Absolutely. I'd be curious where to go. But sometimes you got to step back and look at the 1,000-foot view, right? I got to remove myself from knowing all the backstory, you know, and generally speaking, I say if a game can't wow you in 30 minutes in this modern environment where people can just refund games and they'll move on to the next game because there's like literally 1,000 great games in the queue, right? Then fuck the game off, you know? And this has made a terrible first 30 minutes impression, regardless of whether you know its backstory or not. Arguably, that kind of makes it worse. It's so janky. I don't mind having the bad graphics, but this is exceptionally bad. Like, to the point where I feel like there's something wrong. Like, it's definitely not my hardware or anything like that. Yeah. And just even the UI, right? The poor cursors and all that sort of shit in the menu. Like, this you can do with a mouse. Like, what's going on here, man? Fuck me. Yeah. This game's gonna get absolutely fucking roasted when it comes out, which is a shame. But like I said, if people are interested, I'm happy to persevere and sort of see what's going on. I'm curious how much of that original loop is there. The combat is so janky, you can't tell if you're locked onto someone visually, and you can't even tell because usually in these sort of games, if you lock on, your attacks heat seek the dude. You know what I mean? That's not what's going on in this. So I'm locking onto a dude and he's walking over there and I attack and my bloody attack goes over here. There's a lot wrong, all right? I'm not trying to roast it, but I am being perfectly honest, all right? Anyway, we're going to finish up there, but I think we've covered off. My bias is I want this to be good, but I can't ignore that there's some fundamentals that aren't working, and that's a problem, right? I could overlook the visual fidelity easily, right? We play 16-bit fucking games on this channel. I don't care if the visuals aren't there, but fundamentally the gameplay loop, it's got to work, and it's not. Okay, fine. All right, team, Thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.